find your lack of faith disturbing. Perhaps you're not as strong as the Emperor thought.
Ha, Karen!
Welcome back to What the Hell, Karen? A weekly satirical take on Karen and the entire Karen family. Karen's cousin woke up refreshed and ready to meet the new day. Today is the day she goes to support court to deal with some issues that have happened with her family and to fight for herself.
Mr. Schaefer, you brought this case before the court, sir?
Yes, ma'am, I did.
Okay, go ahead. What's going on?
Well, my son was married to the respondent, and he died. They had a child that's now 3 years old that has been left in my custody, and I'm asking for some sort of relief or support because I'm retired from the military and on a fixed income.
Okay. First of all, my condolences for the
Thank
loss
you.
of your
I
son.
appreciate that.
And thank you for your service as well.
Oh, thank you.
How long has the child lived with you?
2 years.
2 years. Has mom given you any support for the child?
No, she hasn't.
She hasn't bought anything.
Not significantly, no. But I've just now come to the point where I need some relief and I need some help.
I agree with that. Ma'am?
Well, I've been traveling. My job had me traveling a lot, and I was in between jobs. I'm making $35,000 now.
Okay.
And, I'm not...
Where are you traveling?
Well, I'm a travel agent.
Okay.
So because of that, I can just travel. I get discounts, and I get to fly free. So...
Oh, my God, that is amazing.
So-
But that has nothing to do with you giving some sort of financial support.
I didn't
to this.
have it.
Excuse me, I was talking. That has nothing to do with you giving financial support to this man for the support of your child. Your child, not his child, your child.
It is my child, that is correct. But like I said, my job had me traveling, and I really didn't have the extra money.
What are you doing with yourself every day? What do you do? Tell me about your traveling.
Well, I had got this new condo for one thing, and that.
Wait a
so
minute. You got
expensive.
you got a condo and you're traveling.
Yeah.
But how much is this condo?
Well, I'd rather not say.
No, I'd rather you say.
Because-
How much is this condo?
It's
Karen's cousin, realizing she stepped in it by mentioning buying a condo after saying she made $35,000 a year, now has to face reality.
pretty steep. It's pretty steep.
Ma'am, what does that
And
mean? That means nothing to me. Steep. You know how many people come in here with things that are steep? I need a number.
I like to live nice, and so I pay $5,000.
See, you know what? You obviously came here to waste my time.
No, I didn't.
Yes,
really,
you
I
did.
didn't. And I
Ma'am,
really
yes, you
didn't
did.
have
I've
extra
asked you a
money.
very specific question. How much is your condo?
Well, I pay $5,000 a month.
$5,000 a month?
While Karen's cousin is being questioned by Judge Vonda B in support court, Karen's neighbor is dealing with his own legal issues regarding her.
Well, guys, shots have been fired. This many-page document is letting me know that I'm being sued. By who? My Karen-ass neighbor. Now, what could she possibly try and sue me for? Oh, let's take a look. Let's break them down as we go, shall we? First and foremost, defamation of character. First of all, bitch, I never said your name. Secondly, it cannot be defamation of character if it's true. Yes, bitch, all my stories on you were true. Attorney fees and consultation fees. The fees that she had to pay for her divorce attorneys, and the fees for these attorneys. Number 3, hotel, moving, and moving back expenses. Because when her husband kicked her out, she had to move her stuff into a hotel room, and then when he took her back, she had to move all of her stuff back in. Next, we have harassment, online bullying, and harassment. Let's see, seeing as you called the police twice, the fire department, and animal control on me for frivolous, dumb shit that's not even true, I would say that is actually harassment from you to me. online bullying and harassment. Once again, I never said your name, nor did I send you or tag you in any videos. And our final reason, emotional distress. Emotional damage. You brought all of this on yourself. All I did was retaliation to your antics. Not once did I do something to you that wasn't a response to something that you did to me. And as far as the money for your attorneys for this, well, I've made my case. You are not going to win this case. But what you have won is the Fuck Around and Find Out award. Because over here, I am not a one-man show. I have my Get Fucked Karen family who would love to see this play out. I have 1.9 million fans who are very creative on how we can retaliate towards you again. Get fucked, Karen.
Back in support court, the judge, shocked at what she just heard, Karen's cousin making $35,000 a year, but getting a condo and paying $5,000 a month, needs to get more information from her father-in-law.
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
is this 3-year-old in daycare?
Yes, he's in preschool because he has some special needs.
How much is daycare?
Daycare runs about $300 a week.
$300 a week.
Don't you get some kind of help
And don't
from him?
you
No.
just need to wait your turn until
Yes, ma'am.
I come to you.
Yes,
I'm
ma'am.
not talking to you.
Okay.
Thank you. Sir, $300 a week. And what type of special needs does the child have?
He's autistic.
Okay. Does he have to, you have to pay for like any medical expenses,
He needs special counseling, and of course he has regular doctor visits.
counseling? Does mom show up to any of those doctor's visits or anything?
Well, no, of course I haven't always told her, but I
Exactly.
haven't expected her.
Exactly. You haven't given him any money either.
Well,
Well, I'm not talking to you still.
Now, I don't have anything against my former daughter-in-law. I mean, she was married to my son, but I do need a little more involvement and a little help.
I agree with you. It definitely, if she's spending $5,000 a month on a condo, I don't even stay in a condo,
I
ma'am.
need that. I
Okay,
have to have
well, I
that.
need a condo. Can you give me your condo? Exactly.
Karen's cousin finds out quickly that A, you don't interrupt a judge in their courtroom, and B, you don't mess with a judge that holds your financial accountability in their hands.
So your child support based on $35,000 a year. Are you carrying any type of health insurance on the child?
see, that's another thing. Since on the child,
Yes.
well, the child is autistic, so the child gets a check. So I don't understand why you need my money.
Okay.
Because you get assistance from the government. with this
Excuse
kid.
me.
I mean, my child.
Excuse me. Last time I checked, I was the judge.
You are.
Okay, thanks. That means that I asked the questions and I addressed him. He addressed me.
Okay.
You do not address him.
All right.
Okay.
Understand.
How much is health insurance for the child only?
I have no idea what health insurance is for the child.
So obviously you don't pay it, sir. How much is health insurance for the child
It's
only?
just short of $400.
Short for the child only,
Yes,
ma'am. You
I'm covered under the VA.
Well, I thought he was getting
no.
government
Well, I
assistance.
thought you should have been giving him something for child support. So we're going to go ahead and make that happen today. And the child has been living with you for the past 2 years, you say?
2 years.
So not only am I going to make you pay child support, ma'am, you're going to pay back pay as well.
I cannot afford that.
Guess what? Sell your condo, then you can afford that. So I have your gross based on $35,000 a year at $2,916.67. And you said the health insurance is $400 a month?
Yes.
That's pretty steep based on, well, not that your coverage is not steep, but in Texas, we're only allowed to take 9% of her gross. So based on 9%, it'll be $262.50.
Will that start? Can you give me maybe 3 months before that starts so I can rebudget my bills?
Let me think about that. No. So $262.50.
I had a question. Why are you being so hard on me?
Ma'am, I'm not being hard on you. You have not given this man any type of child support to
did
support
not
your
have
child.
any.
And then you come to court and say you don't have money, but you travel and you have a $5,000 a month condo, but you don't give him anything a month.
I don't have it. I just don't have
Well,
it.
I can't help you.
as the reality of Karen's cousin's financial accountability to her father-in-law and her financial responsibility to her child smacks her square in the face, Karen's neighbor's legal issues come to a close, for now at least.
You guys, oh my fucking god. So yesterday, myself, my attorneys, and my Karen-ass neighbor's attorneys all had to sit down. And as we all predicted, Karen's attorneys came at me with a settlement offer. $8,000. Ha! Not gonna happen. We let them get through their little spiels and talking to me about how fair this is, blah, 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 blah. And then my attorneys slid over paperwork to her attorneys saying, hey, this is our countersuit, and these are the reasons why we are countersuing. Her lead attorney was thumbing through the paperwork and then lets out a sigh. He stands up, buttons his jacket, and says, we're done here. My attorney asks her attorney, what do you mean we're done here? We still have a lot to go through. Her attorney looks at us and says, no, we're not done here, and looks over at Karen and says, we are done here. What? We are no longer taking this case. We will not have anything to do with this lawsuit. Karen looks at her attorney and says, what? What do you mean? Ma'am, is it actually true you called a wellness check on his 15-year-old son? Well, somebody's got to take care of that kid. Her attorney looks at me. Her attorney then turns to me. Is your 15-year-old kid fully functioning, no disabilities, no mental disorders, whatever? Yeah, he's perfectly fine. He turns back to Karen. Do you understand what could have happened to this man and his family because you called in a wellness check on him and his 15-year-old son? That shit is not a game. All over a stupid vendetta and a stupid neighbor war. We will not be associated with this case. And then he grabs his briefcase, starts walking out of the room, and turns back and says, get fucked, Karen. Oh my god, that was amazing. Now, I don't know if this means this is all over or if she's gonna hire a different attorney or whatever, but that was worth every single minute of this entire situation. You heard the man. Get fucked, Karen. Merch link in bio.
As Judge Vonda B continues her calculations of support and back support, the reality of what Karen's cousin faces financially sinks in, and she is not happy.
So it's going to be, I have your child support obligation. And how many children do you have? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Just one.
One child. So that's based on 20%. Let's see here. Sir, you said you all have a cordial relationship. Are you okay with continuing that health insurance?
Yes, I am.
Okay, and are you seeking any type of reimbursement from her on the health insurance?
No, I mean, it's all in the past.
Okay, well, you got really lucky. He cut you a break. So your child support obligation, your net comes out to $2,466.03. Your child support obligation comes out to $394.56. Now your back child support, that $394.56, you have to pay that back from the time that the child has lived with Mr. Schaefer.
That's not fair.
Yes, ma'am. In Texas, it goes back 4 years. Your child is 3. So with that calculation, it comes out to $14,204.16 to be paid monthly at an amount of $200. That makes your total child support obligation set at, well, I'm gonna make it $300 because $14,000 is a huge amount. So that makes your monthly child support obligation $694.56.
I got some bills that I can show you. I just can't afford that.
And you know what? He has bills that he can show me as well, and you have not done anything. And you're lucky that he cut you a break because I didn't have to let him do that. Is there anything further, Mr. Schaefer?
That's all that I have.
Can we talk and maybe we can talk amongst one another and see if we can come up with an agreement?
You're more than welcome to do that at a later date, but right now I just made my ruling. Do you have any other questions pertaining to this?
I guess not, since I have to pay all this money.
Okay, well, I guess you all are dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here's another Karen insulting my daughter. Coming out here, my daughter's been coming here watering plants for 3 weeks while they're out of town. You don't know them. You insulted my child. We live in a neighborhood. Karen, welcome to the internet, Karen. You got little girls crying. Welcome to the internet, Karen. The new Karen. Welcome to the neighborhood, Karen.
I need a name.
I've lived here. You don't need a name. You need to get away. You need to go somewhere.
If you don't know,
you need to go somewhere, Karen. Out here making little girls cry for watering plants at a friend of ours' house, and you're the new Karen. You need to go somewhere, Karen. Welcome to the internet, Karen. Welcome to the internet. Making little girls cry for watering flowers. The new Karen. Welcome.
Just come over.
She's still sitting here on my property.
First of all, how are you insulting these kids? Obviously, you must have stepped on the property.
I don't know what's going on with her, but she seems drunk, and she's still standing here on my property. You got the girls crying.
Have all these little girls crying. Welcome to the neighborhood, Karen.
Something just don't smell right with me.
Well, you don't smell right. You don't smell right,
You can't handle
Karen.
your control right now.
You don't smell right,
You can't handle
Karen.
your control right now.
Okay, Karen. See you later, Karen.
Right here.
Please do stay here.
Right here. Go handle the kids. They live here. You're too busy on phones.
They're watering the plants like they're supposed to, Karen.
She's wearing the pants and top.
She's walking away.
She touched my car. She tried to walk into my garage.
Karen's cousin, not feeling the least bit responsible for making an 11-year-old cry, keeps making her presence known as if to say, I'm a Karen, I'm a bitch, get used to it.
White Eagle subdivision. Black sunglasses. White shoes.
We have her on video as well. Are you all okay?
5'5".
Get in the car.
She's coming back towards me.
Get in the car. Free property, free grounds. You don't
No,
owe
she
me,
tried to
you
take
don't
my
run
keys
me.
out
These
my
kids
car. I
have
was
no
back at
recollection
the
on what's
garage.
going on, sweetheart.
Kids were watering
Okay, Karen.
Christina.
Okay, Karen.
And she tries to take my keys out of the car, asking who lives here, asking what's going on. I just literally pulled out the garage, and they went out there. She's asking me who kids are. She's walking all the way up and down my backyard, tried to remove her from the premises, and it just seems like an alcohol witness. By asking her to leave. She put her hand on my car, and I took her hand on my car. Only physical contact whatsoever. I did not touch her.
No one touched her, but she is fleeing the scene. So Karen has all of our kids in the car crying right now. For her birthday, she has a birthday and her friends for her birthday, but this young lady makes her cry. Picking on 11-year-old kids. Coming to water flowers and has to deal with Karen here. That's Karen right there. This is Karen right here. So now we have the lawyer, Karen. So she's running from the police and the lawyer.
Haha, Karen!